Ooh,
Woo, there it
popped
is.
right out. Yeah, maybe candy.
We're in Palm Beach Gardens. I didn't even get a chance to go through the site yet. Already Mike, my mulch guy's here. Unlike anybody else in Florida, he's punctual, he's on time. I don't know how that happens, but we already have a snag. We wanted to put the mulch over here. We can't because, hold on, geez Louise. I gotta put down a tarp. Can't put the mulch there because we have trees. I'm in gotta fix this mode right now, but stay tuned. We're doing a food forest in Palm Beach Gardens. This thing's gonna be sick. They're putting right here, right? They're doing all this stuff over here. This is beautiful. We want this to look pretty. We don't want it to look like a rat's nest, as my father used to say. Like this disgusting thing. Like, look, no chemtrails today. We have coconuts going. We have banana racks going. We're gonna have mangoes going. Like, they're doing it up. Doing it up. So Mike's coming in. We're gonna jump. We're already doing, first of all, this guy parked. We don't know who that is. Parked where we were gonna go. Probably like right there is good, Mike. So we couldn't pull here. One, this truck's here. Two, whenever you're getting mulching, right there, that's about right. Whenever you're getting mulching, you always got to watch out for the branches because these trailers, we've seen it before, they go up. Mike's got a big boy one here, so we're gonna drop this here and we're gonna haul everything to the back. We'll take a look at that in a second. 8 a.m. We're doing it sharp here in Florida. Got a beautiful property. Sun's already coming up on the east there, so it's gonna come straight through here. We got the north, we got the south, a lot of sun in the backyard. It's gonna be a beautiful setup here today. Stay tuned. And look at this. Look at this organic mulch. I wish you could smell that. Oh my goodness. Getting this good organic mulch is so key. This is so beautiful. Mike said this was just chopped up. Just chopped up yesterday, Mike?
Yesterday, yeah. Probably like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Awesome. Yeah, look, this is professionalism. We always put a tarp down so that way it's just way easier and it doesn't bitch up the yard. But this is great. Mike's always awesome. Mike, what's your company, bud?
A&M Construction Services. A&M Construction Services, we do site prep, forestry mulching, land clearing, concrete driveways, asphalt milling driveways, all that stuff.
He's awesome. We've used him several times, including this video right here. Take a look at that one. There you go. All right, let's get settled. Boy, oh boy, I'm slacking on this one. We just unloaded the plants before I got to show you the trailer and the new rig. Got a new Sequoia. Love these Toyotas. They haul. But so for this one, we got Ryan in the house today. We connected via YouTube, right? Was it YouTube we connected?
Yeah.
Saw our videos on YouTube, so subscribe. But we're doing about approximately 350, 400 square foot plot where we're putting in 3 or 4 fruit trees, a bunch of edible ground covers and pollinators. Then we are also cleaning out their banana circle, and we're gonna move a chaya. I don't know if you know anything about chaya, but they are kind of prickly. Yeah, so we're gonna move that guy out. But yeah, it's gonna be a good day today. So look through here real quick. You might see some of the usual suspects here. We have the passion fruit. It's gonna climb up the fence. You'll see the sweet almond. Look how beautiful this is. It's one of my favorite pollinators. Smell that? It smells delicious. We got papayas. We got 2 of them. We have coreopsis, which is the state flower. I love the colors on this. It's perennial. It just keeps going. Beautiful. I also got the blue days. I've actually never used this in a system before. This is the blue days, the beach bum. They just, again, these are like perennials. They just, especially in this zone, they just look awesome. We got canna lilies for biomass. Also, video cut out on me. Also realized my voice was kind of annoying there. So we have canna lilies. These are for biomass. They're also a great pollinator as well. The Mexican sunflower, again, another pollinator, great chop and drop. But we want to create a hedge, and you'll see I'm trying to block out the neighbors, but also give them a little bit of fruit. I brought sugarcane. I don't even know if I told them this is in the scope of work, but I put sugarcane everywhere. You might be thinking like, what is this? How's this turn into an actual plant? See those little nodes right there? Those will pop up and they will turn into more of these, but like 6-7 foot high. You keep chopping them, you can keep replanting them. You know them. And then we got Napier grass cuttings. The same thing with the Napier grass. You can see they got the nodes too. So a lot of these are just nodes. They're awesome. You pop them in, they just continue to regrow. It's a beautiful system. I also got firebush. This is the native firebush. I've been using the native firebush a lot lately, just because one, it's native and we're trying to keep natives. We're trying to keep Florida native. Don't move here. Anyway, what's great about this is one of my favorite pollinators. Like at my own personal property, the honeybees are all over these things, and so are the butterflies. They're just absolutely stunning and fantastic. So let's look at the big boys. Let's look at the trees. Look at the size of this. You know what that is? You should be able to tell from the leaves from now. See these leaves? These are Starfruit, aka Carabola. So if you ever hear anybody say Carabola, that's what that is. It's a Starfruit, got in the 15-gallon. More passion fruit coming in. We have the Everbearing Mulberry, one of my favorites, just keeps on ripping. People ask all the time, they're like, how do I keep the pests out? How do I keep the rodents out? You put in a mulberry, because they're just gonna eat so much mulberries that they're just gonna be full. Always put it on the head, just like your first line of defense against rodents. But the reality is you're not gonna stop these things from coming into your system. So you might as well feed them, give them their fill on the outside with some of these more like dispensable fruits and fruit trees. And then on the inside is where you put your big boys, like, I don't know, the pomegranate here. Got another banger pomegranate. Look at the size of these things already. Like, man, I just have such a great connect on that. So we got the pomegranate here, and then we have the bacon avocado. Kind of want to go with the Haas. Florida varieties are okay, but I really like these fattier Haas type, which Haas initially is from California. I guess it's a Mexican California one. But this thing will grow nice, big, hearty. These things are just juicy. It's got the bacon and the avocado. All you need is the eggs. That's why you need chicken. So here's kind of our setup. It's a more manageable one-day thing. We also have soil amendments, compost tea, worm castings. Anyway, I'm talking enough. Let's get into it. I also want to point out, you see this cart right here? I see people with these carts all the time, and it's kind of, to me, it's like the guy that wears the shorts that unzip here, but then they also unzip here too. I'm like, what's the point? These things are just floppy. However, Ryan brought this thing, and look, it packs it in. I was wrong. This is a great little system. You can put your tools in here, you can cover this up.
I mean, I usually use it for grocery shopping, but you know, this works too.
Yeah, but now we don't grocery shop. We are grocery shopping. We're grocery shopping. We got some pomegranates over here, some starfruit, avocado. That's what we're doing. Yes, we're feeding ourselves here.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we got Will. A lot of abundance is in the house today.
Exciting. It's awesome food forest going down right here.
This guy, he's no stranger to this. So this is what we're doing. Here's generally the site. It's going to be about 400 square foot. They just got a new fence in. We're going to have passion fruit run along there. Ryan's unloading the plants right now. The idea is to create a hedge to block off the neighbors, but they also like their neighbors. So like they have this mango that's overhanging. We're going to put an avocado here, will overhang. So we'll get some of the fruit. Look at that yard. All that could be growing food. We got a blue pilum or red pilum, whatever the term is. So by the way, we did the last video. I said a blue zone in Florida. Check out this video here. The doctors are doing a blue zone, and people thought like Democrats were moving in. So I was getting all these people like losing their mind, and I'm like, dude, this has nothing to do with politics. Like, let's just calm down a little bit. This is not the account for that. We go to our personal ones for those. But anyway, we're bringing this system in. We're going to put it down here. We're going to mark it. Probably going to go right through there. You got shade here, obviously, in the morning, but that sun's going to come right here. That's the south. That sun's going to be coming, and that's year round. You're going to be getting that sun coming in. So this is the second half of the day. We'll get all this. We don't have a design here. They're pretty much like do whatever. So we're kind of freescaping this one here. So we're going to kind of lay this out. We'll figure this out here. A lot of this is just like our imagination too. And we got Will and Ryan here, and I'm like, hey, like, let's be artists. Let's make this palette here. So we're gonna do that. Probably gonna stop it right into here. We don't want to get too crowded up on these. And then if you look, we got these mangoes. They're not gonna prune it, but we recommend it. Let's mulch all this. Let's get gingers and turmerics and a lot of shade loving plants underneath here, because the lawn guys recommended spraying it to keep these weeds out. I'm like, come on, we can be better than that. So we're gonna come back, we're gonna prune these hard. If anybody out there is on the west coast of Florida and is a mango pruner, let me know. We got some guys, but we can always use more. These are about 15, 20 feet tall, so we're gonna prune those back. And then today we're gonna work on this banana pit. So some of you probably already have a hodgepodge banana pit like this. It's big, it's a mess, a lot of growth. She's got a bunch of racks already coming on, but a lot of stuff's dead, a lot of stuff already fruited. It hasn't come down, they just kind of let it fall down. So what we're gonna do, the homeowner, super conscious about this stuff, and like most people be like, well, it's fruiting, I'm just gonna let it go. She's like, no, I wanna clean this up. So we're gonna mulch all around this, and then we're gonna clear out this middle section, and we're gonna make a compost pit right in there. So you're gonna take out some of these bananas, we're gonna do the chop and drop, which we talk about all the time. Chop them here, you drop it, put it back in the system. We'll probably take these corms and replant them. We'll show you how to do that then. So stay tuned if you wanna know how to get banger bananas. And then that area right there, we're gonna clear this out. We're gonna dig down in, this will be your compost pit. This will also be a place where she can just throw, her or her husband can throw grass clippings or anything else. So when landscapers come, any debris that they get, that's organic stuff, because they're not spraying here. So anything comes off the trees, they can put that in there. Also all this type of stuff, we're gonna hack all that off. We're gonna put this back in the system too. So it's kind of a two-part here. It's that area over here, and it's the banana pit. And I gotta show you a couple other things. So some of you might be wondering like, hey, I'm growing food, but it's by something like this where they're spraying pesticides stuff in. Like, look at this situation that they got. I mean, they're debating, should I eat it, should I not? It's right there, it's by all the pesticides, but it's also here. I don't think it matters in a situation like this. These are coconuts, they're pretty resilient. Like no one's spraying. The only thing it would be is they would be pulling out from in there. But personally, I would just eat these. I wouldn't spray directly on, like in your own landscape, in your own property. That's a big thing that I wouldn't do. So some people have these problems. That's not a problem to me. This looks like an incredible opportunity to hydrate, because coconuts are actually so fantastic. Stop giving your kids Gatorades, give them coconuts. And then they have this fig tree. Figs grow on old growth, but there's a lot of suckers down in here. See all these? These are called suckers, all these little side shoots. So we're gonna cut all these side shoots so the main shoots can focus on growing fruit. So that's what we're gonna do there. And then I just gotta show you this, because this is just absolutely bonkers. Look at this papaya she has. It's literally 3-tiered. She got this 3-tiered papaya, and they're all growing fruit at each level. 2, 3, look at this thing. This is just, hold on, I gotta turn this around. This is so fantastic. And it's kind of like a curve like you see a lot of palm trees will get, or coconuts. Look at this baby. Now the problem is, how do you harvest? There's dwarf varieties. We like the dwarf varieties too. We got 2 dwarf varieties that we're putting in for her. But you know what? When these things are ready to fall, you can use a stick, you can use a ladder. Like that guy's ready to go. Maybe we'll try to get that. You can also just shake the tree. And if it falls off and it's still green, you can use that as a vegetable in a bunch of different soups. You can also eat the flowers. You can eat the new leaves, you can boil them. But look at that. That guy's ready. That's a fruit. Pull that off, let it sit for like 2 days. Bingo. And did you know that papaya also are a monster solution to parasites? Eat the seeds. Eat a couple tablespoons of those seeds, just swallow them. I call them vegan caviar. Just go to town on that. If you're a raw diet, if you're plant-based, even if you eat meat, anybody, parasites, eat them. The parasites actually cling to it, and then when you excrete everything, it just comes out. Never mind. I was gonna go into something about composting in your yard, but I'll leave that up for, don't even use your imagination for that. Forget I said that. But this is pretty dope. Look what they got. They got this putty green here. They got a trampoline here. This is beautiful. A beautiful fire pit back here. I love yards like this. This is Palm Gardens. They're just killing it. Look how beautiful those mangoes are. Problem is, we want to prune these mangoes because you can't reach that. How are you supposed to get up there? You're at the mercy of them falling and getting damaged, or the squirrels getting them and you can't touch them. So we're gonna clear this out. We also got some growth like this. We might hack this out. They have an old avocado over here as well that we're probably going to remove. Look at these coconuts. They just have a beautiful, I love coconut hedges, something I want to do at my own property. But this place is just awesome. They have this avocado here. They said it keeps dying back. It's got a couple boys on it, but they say it keeps dying back on winter. We're gonna, as much as I can reach, we're gonna take off a lot of this dead stuff here. This guy, apparently they had a bunch of big avocados. This guy died. I mean, this just keeps trying to come back. I think phase 2, we're just gonna remove that completely. We'll probably just put that other bacon avocado right there. I gotta lay this out. You'll see what it ends up looking like, but this is what it starts off at. Don't get overwhelmed if you have an area and you're like, how do I plant? What do I do? I'll show you kind of the steps that I do. You measure out your site in general. Be mindful of how much sun it will get. Like obviously this is getting all day sun. That's getting half day sun. Figure out, we want pathways here. So we're gonna keep it to here so that way they can walk through. And as these grow out, we probably don't want to put a big tree here because then it's gonna block this and you won't be able to get through. So it's a lot of mindfulness, but there's so much detail going into this property. This is fantastic. And this video is probably going a little bit longer than I wanted to already. So we're gonna get growing. Oh, also, I want to point this out. We start off every single install with a prayer. Always pray. We bless one, we bless the day, we bless the stewards, we bless the men working on the project, our families, and then just the mission and just the blessing of what we're doing and our purpose and being able to be co-stewards of the earth. And that's not like a hippie thing. It's literally God said, you know, we're supposed to tend the soil as part of the creation mandate. Be fruitful, multiply, subdue the earth, and cultivate the land. So if you see here, part of what we're doing is, this is classic Florida sand. So we're gonna mend this. We're gonna put soil, we're gonna put compost down. We're gonna put that organic mulch that you saw earlier. We're gonna hit this with compost tea, with some biochar, worm castings. We're really gonna do this up and we're gonna inoculate the hell out of this thing. Probably shouldn't use hell at the same time I'm talking about doing prayer. But anyway, God is good. Like, look, you got the sun coming up every day. And I know so many people get caught up in politics and the world, and it seems like, oh, all is lost, and pesticides, right? Pesticides is such a huge thing. One, no chemtrails today, so thank you God. Forget about the pesticides, because you know what you can do? You do this yard, they stop using pesticides, and you know what? Then they tell Jack and Jill, the neighbor over here, I don't know if it's her name, but Jack and Jill over here, and they start growing food. Then they start boycotting the county because they're putting in these pesticides in those canals over there. So it's just like, take one day at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. I think it's in the book of Matthew. Jesus said, like, don't have anxiety. Why are you worried about things that you can't? Why? Don't worry about yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just focus on like right now and what you can do in this moment, because nothing is guaranteed. So God is good. Let's grow food. Next time we see him, we're gonna have this all mapped out. So while I'm gonna set up that zone over there, these guys are gonna come and they're gonna start clearing out this banana pit. If you want to know exactly how you do it, I'm gonna show you. Hey guys, I can show you how to do this over here. All right, just set this up. So I thought we were recording because we just went through what we're gonna do here, but I wasn't. This happens all the time. Basically, we're gonna go through, they're gonna take out all the stuff that's dead, all the dead leaves on here. We're gonna drop it around the back of the system. They're gonna clear out these first couple bananas in here, and then they're gonna dig down and make that compost pit. We're gonna dig up the corms and replant them. And weapon of choice here is gonna be the machete. Just make sure it has like a thing on the end, or wear gloves. My brother is 18 and thinks he knows everything and was hacking away and it slipped, sliced, and he ended up in the ER. So just be cautious of that. Anyway, Ryan's starting a while. I'm gonna go get the other machete. We're gonna see what they do here. So basically we're just gonna, obviously, like I said, chop that down to there, dig out the corum, and then all the debris, we could just pile it along the back, tuck it up. Wait, is that a mango going in here? Looks like they got a mango popping up in the middle. We'll leave that go. Cool. And just like this area right in here, Will, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I guess we can leave that guy, but we could take out all the rest here. take out those guys, take out these guys here, and take out this guy here.
All right.
Leave that one around the corner. So we go from here to, from this guy to that, leave them. Take these out, and then that little guy there too.
All right. All right. Perfect.
Actually take this guy out too. Take this guy. Yeah, take him out too.
Gotcha. All right, y'all. We're gonna feed these bananas. We're gonna chop and drop the leaves, throw them at the base, and all this organic matter is gonna feed them and make them nice and healthy, and produce bigger racks. Right now they're kind of small, but the results of doing this to the bananas is gonna really help them.
Bingo. You can see they're already chopping.
He's a natural.
You do this enough. This is a lot easier than people think. It's not easy. The concept starts to come together. We're gonna clear this out. They're doing a great job so far, and then we're gonna mulch on top of this. It's gonna, not only is it gonna be productive, but it's gonna look beautiful too. And look, she's already got some racks going. Look at this. Love it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, time out. All right, I'm back. So we're doing a little tweak on exactly what they wanted. Initially we wanted an avocado here, and then a starfruit, and then mulberry, and then some papayas. But the avocados, it's probably gonna block off a lot of the starfruit because I didn't get to see this site before we came here. So we're actually gonna put the starfruit here, let that be the show stopper. The pomegranate we're gonna put here where they used to have avocados. They went down. So they have 1, 2, 3 avocados. You can see this one, it's coming up from that base there. We're gonna remove that. This guy's kind of struggling, he's got 1. So what happened is they drained the pool, it backflowed into here. Literally all that chlorine water came in here, sat, then they got a freeze. So these avocados got smoked. Apparently they were like 20, 25 foot, big bushy. So we're gonna start from scratch. We're gonna take that out. We're gonna leave like a space so they can bring a mower through here. Pathways and access are huge. Always think about that. We marked out the area that we're gonna do. And then we're gonna put the avocado right here. So we're gonna have some space in here. Get that bacon right there. It's gonna be bangers. And then the showstopper will go from a pomegranate right when they come out to the starfruit to the little pathway back here. So this is gonna look awesome. And you know, sometimes you have to adapt. Just, it's the name of the game. We gotta work with nature. Can't make nature work with us. And you could try, see how that works. All right, hold up. I'm so bad at this. I never introduce myself or the team. So we have Will, a lot of abundance. He's filming over here because they're gonna dig up the quorums. We have Ryan. Met Ryan literally on YouTube, reached out. I was like, hey, I want to do this work. So they're doing a little video over there. I love that everybody's getting involved. I'm Matthew Nadeau. I'm the founder of Bring Back Eden. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, follower, Yeshua. And look, here's the thing. There's so many stuff in the world. It just gets overwhelming. I came in as like a stepfather to 2 teenage sons. We just had a baby. It's just like, whew, just like so much stress. Like, God, what do I do? Like, I feel like I got the world on my shoulders. The reality is he's not going to give you more than you can handle. And I kind of just let go. Things just started working. And then we started seeing like, hey, this is a great idea. Anyway, start growing food, find your purpose, find people that you align with. And that's like so much what we're doing. We're building a fantastic community. Like, these people invite us in their homes for dinner, to birthdays now. It's just like you're creating that community. People want the community. This is how you do it. Help people grow food and you will find your people. All right, safety first, especially when you're weed whacking. My father-in-law left these in my car. Come on, Rob, be honest. These aren't Prada. Probably got these last time he was in New York. I love the guy though. All right, so perfect. So this is the compost pit that we have dug out here. Will kind of spearheaded this, and we have this all pulled out. Ryan and Will cleaned out. Look how much better this looks. Like, it's so much more cleaned out in here. They stacked all the debris over here. Maybe we'll take this one out too. Just kind of keep it condensed. Might take this guy out too. But this is the idea. See, we have a pit. Now this, they'll fill up with all their composted materials. Like we said earlier, we'll put a little bit of mulch on in there so it starts to break down. Look, Ryan loves it now.
This thing's nice.
I know, you like that? I got this from Bespoke Post. I think it's called,
Come on, give me
what's
one of
the
these.
brand? The brand is the Bare Bones from Bespoke Post. I love this thing. This thing is straight savage. Yeah, man. So we weed whacked all this. So you can see, look at the difference in only 20 minutes. Wasn't weed whacked, weed whacked. This is all dying. And what we do, people might lose their mind when they see us walking around with this thing. But what we use is we use this highly concentrated vinegar. Put that in here, spray all this down. We'll let it sit and bake for like an hour. That's gonna just kill all that. Make sure you clean this off good because we're gonna put our compost tea in that later. So clean this out thoroughly, pump it, spray it, do what you gotta do. And then we're gonna mulch probably about 4 inches here with a ground cover. So that should take everything out. We've done this method, it's like our 4th time. And so far, the longest homeowner's been 2.5 months and nothing's grown back yet. Now we've used a sod cutter, something like this, and we've taken it out. We did it up in Fernandina Beach, but it came back like a month and a half later. I mean, we went down like 2 inches into the soil and took out all the roots. So if you know an awesome idea, please let us know of like the best way to remove grass. But as of now, we're gonna do this. We're gonna spray it. We'll probably take some shovels and carve around the outside. But that's our method for now. God has a humor sometimes. We literally just asked the homeowner earlier, are the neighbors spraying? And he said, not that we know of. But look who shows up. Our boys over here spraying. Hilarious. What's up?
So you want to check on that, see if it's looking good?
Yeah. But this is my point. Like, dude, hold on. Look at this, dude. Chilling, listen to this. Bluetooth headphones. Blasting that brain pan.
Destroying thousands of years of microorganisms in the soil. Just like
Dude,
that.
Just like that, dude. Just like how he harvested this gold out and thousands of, see, gold's a conductor. That's good. That's frequency. There's that banana corn. We're gonna find a place to re-put that. All right, let's take a look what we got going on over here. But seriously, the pesticides, this is what we're talking about. So no matter what you're doing, your neighbors are doing that type of stuff. That's why we are putting sunflowers in, putting Mexican sunflower in as a hedge. They absorb all these chemicals. Like look at Chernobyl. After Chernobyl went down, the first things that came back started building up the soil. Chernobyl's the nuclear power plant, I think, that went down in Russia. Sunflowers grew back. They am in the soils. That's why we're putting it in. I just assume everybody else is spraying, so I like to play it safe. But look at this, is looking bangers right here. So you got the oh, you want to go through what you did?
Yeah, so we dug out a trench right here.
Get the light on you this way.
Banana forms all around. So now the client here has a nice compost pit to throw all her food scraps and food waste. And this will feed the banana system all around here. And then we layered a nice thick mulch, about 4 to 4 inches deep, I would say. And yeah, we're crushing it out here.
I love it. And what I planted in here is I got Napier grass cuttings here, there. Over here we have sugar cane. Where's it at? Somewhere in here. I buried the sugar cane up in here somewhere. Anyway, sugar cane's in here, and I also put canna lilies cuttings in here. No, that's Napier right there. Yeah, it's Napier. Sugar cane's in here somewhere. But anyway, I threw a bunch of seeds in here. I'm gonna plant in this sweet potato, put these in here too. Hopefully the sweet potato will rip. We'll get a nice big productive system in here. And then, like we said, phase 2, the goal is mulch all this, prune these, cut these back. But this is the system. It's gonna look beautiful. And then, but here's the thing. They're putting right here, right? They're doing all this stuff over here. This is beautiful. We want this to look pretty. We don't want it to look like a rat's nest, as my father used to say. Like this disgusting thing. Like, look, no chemtrails today. We have coconuts going. We have banana racks going. We're gonna have mangoes going. Like, they're doing it up. Doing it up. Yeah, this little boy. Be your own store. There you go. That's such a great breeze. Listen. I don't know if you can hear that breeze. I don't know if you can hear those bugs, but sometimes we just need to be still. So many people say, why don't I hear God? Because Psalms 43:10, I think, says, be still and know that I am God. Be still. Pause this video and be still. Okay, so back to it. Beautiful home here. It's awesome. It turns out the homeowner, the husband, is a contractor. There's a bunch of houses here. He builds homes. So these are the things I like. For some people that might get intimidating, like, oh man, I can't half-ass it. This separates the men from the boys. If that offends you that I just said men from the boys, I don't know what to tell you. Keep watching. You can't get offended about growing food. But here's the thing is that I love doing that because then when we come in and we get to do a bang up job like we're gonna do for the homeowner, then that becomes a repeat client and or a potential partner. So there's always, like, God is always giving us ways to, I'm doing this one-handed by the way. God is always giving us ways to connect, to build fellowship. Forgot my boots, darn. Connect, to build fellowship. And that's what this is all about. We have such a long haul to take this material. Thank goodness I got 2 other guys. But take advantage of that. Like, do the best work that you can do. And we're not always gonna get it right. Sometimes we're gonna mess up. Sometimes things just aren't gonna go. People are forgiving as long as you stand by your work, come back and you make it right for them. And I find that, like, life is gonna be good for you. So just keep that one in mind. So I have a purple sweet potato here that we're gonna drop in. Now we're on the backside of the banana pit, and this is all built up sand and organic matter. So Will's gonna tuck that in real quick. You can see that I cut this off, but you can see those little nodes there, right? So you plant that, make sure those nodes are nice and covered. Sorry, you can go cover that up. Make sure those nodes are nice and covered up. And then that will actually start producing sweet potatoes for you, believe it or not. Now the thing is, it's mounted up here, so they're gonna be all down inside of this sand and soil. It's very sandy here. We're gonna put this organic mulch on top of it. So hopefully the idea is that starts spreading in. So you're gonna have a mix of sweet potatoes, the purple ones too are bangers. A lot more nutrition too. That's what we're going for. We're going for like nutrient dense. When you get an apple at the store, what's it taste like?
Not good at all. Nothing like when I get stuff from straight from a tree and buy it in the store, it's like night and day.
Yep, it's DS. You can look up what DS is short for. It's dog shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's no taste to it. However, when we fix these soils and when we have this like system exploding, you're gonna taste it in your fruits and in your vegetables. Like with the more nutrients that are going into the soil, what do you think is going into that plant and then going into you? So when they spray, like these guys over here are spraying, if they started growing right away, if they were spraying their stuff, here's the thing, you killed the microbes in the soil, which means there's no nutrients. Then you sprayed the shit out of these plants, which means it's superficial. It's like you're just getting pumped with medicines. And then now we go to eat it. One, we get the residue of what's going in there. That's why now they have like the glyphosate residue free tags on things, which is fantastic. But the second thing is, if the soils are depleted, the nutrients in the plants are depleted, which means you can have 50 apples and it's not going to do anything for you, because you're just basically, one, wasting money, two, you're just getting all the sugars and you're not actually getting the nutrients in here. So that's what we're doing collectively, each one of us individually, and then also in our homes. And this is what we want to bring to your guys' homes as well. Yep. To be continued.
You are what you eat.
Said it. What's up, glyphosate? Trim the quorum. Next is my beard. Yeah, man, let's start and get those couple little guys off. That's a good start. This is Ryan. Ryan's the first timer here. But taking these out, we're gonna replant. Maybe take a couple with us. Spread the love here.
Nice.
See you, baby. It's Break. We're not sponsored by anybody, but I love this brand. It's organic, land market. Regenerative, grass-fed, low-temp pasteurized, and I don't think it's homogenized. It's like this close to raw milk that you can get. Usually I get full fat. That's all they had at the only place I know that they have this place at is, I can't even think right now, it's so hot. Maybe milk was a bad choice at this moment, but Sprouts has it. Now, usually I go full raw, but if I can't get full raw, this is a pretty good backup. Non-homo, like all this. People wonder why they have lactose and all this stuff. One, you're not drinking A2 cows. Two, they do all this stuff and they kill everything in it. And actually, when they have like, what is it, like ultra pasteurized or whatever it is now, it's been linked to potential cancer. So we'll see. Anyway, I drink this on site. Anybody else drink milk while they're working? So this is our pallet here. cleared out the grass. We weed whacked it, and then we hit it with vinegar, like super concentrated, like 30% vinegar. Hit that. The system, as you can see, it's gonna have like nice flows, like curvature. We didn't want to do like straight, like to go along the fence. We wanted it to look more natural, and that's what the homeowner wants too. But this system is like an instant food force is gonna be ripping through here. Kind of also wanted that she can kind of walk through and meander. But the point is, a lot of pollinators. I mean, all these she can already start to eat. We have the avocado, we have the starfruit, the mulberry. We got a little pomegranate over there. We should put some flowers by the pomegranate. Okay? And then we also got to add lemongrass, and I still have some napier. Darn. And sugar cane. Dang, this dude is so packed out. Grow food. We just got in the starfruit. Now what I like to do here, I'm gonna mound this guy up, which means I'm gonna let it sit because this area kind of sits a little low. So we wanna get it up a little higher so it doesn't sit in the water. They don't really like to sit in water. The avocado doesn't like to sit in water. So what I'm gonna have to do is Will is going to hit this with the hose. And we're gonna just get these roots get nice and wet. So we're gonna knock off a lot of these. We're gonna clear out the roots. We're gonna knock away a lot of the soil here. So that way we give these roots some room to grow. Yep, see, we're gonna give them some room to spread out. And then we're gonna fill this in with soil. And he already gets it, we're gonna mound it. And I call it the volcano. We're gonna make like a donut, whatever people wanna call it, around it so water can sit in it. But you'll see what that looks like. But first step, really hit these roots, get them nice and wet. We already have compost down in the soil. We already hit it with a lot of water already. But we want this guy to, they're thirsty. We want to get them a lot of water so they don't have like a transplant shock. So we want to make them feel at home. We are getting it in. Will's battling with the rest of the side that we're pulling the rest out here. But we have the structures in. Look at this. No sun, it's fantastic. Nice breeze going. And most importantly, do you notice anything here? This might be our first job, no chemtrails. I wonder if the HOA pays for this not to happen. But we're getting everything in. You see we got everything mounted up. As far as these avocados, they don't like being wet. So we mount them up. The rest of the stuff we can kind of keep at ground level, putting it in, especially the ground covers, because we want them to cover the ground. But looking awesome. We're cruising today. I did it again. I forgot to record, but we had a golden honeydew that I picked up. So if you look in here, we got a bunch of seeds, golden honeydew seeds, papaya. We got a bunch of stuff. So just doing this. What's this called? Gorilla planting?
That's it.
Barefoot Appalachia, he does this all the time.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy.
Yo, he's a good dude. So we just throw these all in here. Some will take, some won't. But I'm gonna tell you this banana pit slash papaya slash sugarcane pit slash sweet potato pit slash melon pit is gonna go viral because this is gonna be out of control with how much is gonna be growing in this thing. These homeowners have no idea what's coming. Maybe that's a good thing. Like they're getting more bang for the buck. I don't think it can be a bad thing. Unless they're like, there's no pest or rodents. It's just neighbors that are hopping the fence trying to get in. So we'll see how all this turns out. I feel like I'm at church and the priest has holy water and he's just flicking it on people. So we got fresh compost tea. I like to hit the leaves and get it on the base of the plant so it soaks in. Sometimes we do it after we put the mulch down. I'm gonna do it this time before we put the mulch down, just see how this goes. We'll hit everything with water again. It's kind of hot, so things are looking a little droopy. It's a hot one out here. And I'm going with my biochar, my guys from Greenleaf Farm. Look at this. This is all coconut based. take a look at biochar. They basically burn
all the chemicals and
They
stuff.
burn organic matter. In this case, it's coconut. They burn it, and then right before it fully singes, whatever, they spray it down with water, cool it down, and then the carbon content's just out of control. And despite what people say, carbon's so bad, carbon's the enemy, the more carbon, the better. This is why we have this. These plants will eat this up. We'll put it at the base of each one of them, just a little bit, just a little sprinkle. Just hit it. There you go. All right, so we're gonna go in and prune this fig. Look at this guy I found. How amazing is that? Look at this thing. We're gonna cut out all these suckers in here, these like side branches and stuff, and just really focus on this top area for here. Let's probably take out these side ones, maybe this guy here. Let me take that out right there. Take these ones out. Just really let this growth go up. And then I'm gonna prune that avocado. All right, scorching up. It is a hot one. I wish this would rain, but we took off a lot of the dead branches here in the avocado. We're debating whether we want to top that off right there. We'll see. Will and I are gonna talk about that. But they do have a chaya here, which is fantastic. One of the most nutrient dense greens, any vegetable fruit in the entire world. However, you do have to boil this. Do not eat it raw. The homeowner was like, yeah, it's all right. Like, I tried it. I'm like, oh, how'd you eat it? She's like, I just pulled off the tree and ate it. And I was like, let's all say a prayer and thank God that you are still with us today. So this, you do have to boil it, but after about 20 minutes, boil it, stir fry it, cut it up, add it in the pasta or to whatever your dish is, just straight up with some garlic. Society garlic is awesome with this, a little sea salt, fantastic. So the more that you cut off of this, like you just keep harvesting this, the more that you cut, the more that this is just gonna continue to grow back. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut right into here. I'm gonna cut right to there. So I'm gonna pull this out of the way. Look, I already have the ladybugs. This is fantastic. This is what you wanna see in your system. Ladybugs take out aphids. People go, how do we control pests and stuff? These aren't pests. Those things are pest preventative. Look at these. This little beautiful girl. But we're gonna take this out. This has like a little prickly thing that when it does rub against your skin, I'm not sensitive to anything. However, this I am sensitive to. This and lemongrass and sugarcane actually. The grasses get me, and this gets me too. So we're gonna harvest, we're gonna take this out, and the great thing is once you cut that right there, and cut it there, you can take off all these cuttings, strip the leaves, eat the leaves, take these and put it back in the ground, and it'll just continue to grow. It's just one of those trees. It's kind of like the moringa. They got two beautiful moringas right here. Look, they're seeding. You can eat everything on here. This is the most all-around nutrient-dense tree in the world, in my opinion. The moringa. It's no wonder Florida, I heard, is trying to make it an invasive species. Interesting. But man, this property is just so cool. Like, you go from the moringa, coconuts popping, chaya, avocado. We even got 2 avocados on there. Another avocado, probably remove this, put something else in, but the pomegranate's already going. And then we got the food forest coming together. Ryan's doing a combination of yoga. It looks like a mix of, what is it, the cat? Is that one move in yoga? Yeah, there you go. The down dog and the sun salutations, whatever they are. He's doing that. Will's over here flexing. Look at him, spreading out that back peacock style, just ripping through here, grounding it up. But this system is looking pretty cool. We got a lot more mulch than we thought. They just delivered more, so we're trying to figure out what to do here. Maybe bring this out a little more, or just really pile the hell out of it here. I think we're gonna pile the hell out of it until we can't anymore. It's a pretty dense system. You can see it's kind of shoddy here because this is where the old fence was, so they do want to fill this in. We could potentially fill these mangoes, not in our scope of work. However, it would be a nice thing to do. So, got a couple options here. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's get hot when we're out by 5. All right, it's pretty crazy. A lot of you that commented on a couple of our last videos have hit me up, and/or I had a call with you while we were doing this. So fantastic. So many people are growing. We love it. this wasn't feeling right. I was like, something doesn't work right there. So we always outline, this is spray paint comes off. We always outline kind of the whole setup, and I want this to have like a natural feel, you know. I want to stack it up high so that grass don't come back in, and then have more of a natural flow, and I feel like we were missing that before, and that's something I want to build out here. So we got a good amount of mulch left. Still got a mulch over there. Got a mulch that fig on the other side that we just pruned. We already got the mulch pit. Got a good amount of space to walk through here, so I wish we would have moved this out a little bit, but we got some more pollinators. Maybe throw another lemongrass or something in there. So just more natural curves. We don't like blocky. We don't like good on a nice flow. You know what I mean? Why do we love trees? Because it's a beautiful Florida summer rain. It's coming down. We lost Ryan. We have no idea where Ryan is. I'm waiting to see him come through. But we're hiding under the coconuts and the eurekas. We're almost done here. We got a little bit of mulch left. Just clean up the rest of that mulch. And then possibly grab some coconuts and get out of here. How's it going so far here?
Beautiful day, epic job.
It is a epic job. Look at this. How awesome is this? We just got all these plants in the ground, and then we get a rain like this. Radar says it's gonna blow by quick. Probably coming for a phase 2. Probably mulch a lot of these, put some ground covers in there. They want to do something around these oaks, maybe put some topsoil, build that up. Put a lot of perennials, natives around a lot of these, because you can't grow grass here. It's just like so many people in Florida, we love our oaks, but you can't grow anything under it. Like, look at this. This is where we could have gingers and turmerics and ground covers, and there's a lot of great stuff that we can do in here. What's that? All right, let's get over here. Ay, caramba. Get electrocuted from that ground wire.
Maybe I'll go back to the spot.
It is coming down.
It's pretty dry at the spot over there.
We're getting smoked.
Yeah, you guys can. I can go back to the spot.
I lost my hat somewhere out there.
She was looking for us. She came out that door
too?
over there. Yeah. I don't know if she was going to offer us
We ran like
to go
cockroaches.
inside.
But we're barefoot standing in water and it's thundering hardcore out there. Oh! I don't have rubber on. Well, I got rubber gloves. Didn't even need to water. We already watered, but the best watering is rain. Thank you, God, for this fantastic rain. Waiting for a rainbow to come out. Okay. But this is looking great. I may actually just kind of cut this a little more so it's not so hard. I'm gonna do that. I'm a perfectionist sometime on this stuff, but it's gotta look perfect. Will's been trying to shoot.
Check it out, we got the beautiful pomegranate popping, mulch, ground covers, lemongrass.
That's looking nice and beautiful. We'll do a run in a second. Will's doing his thing. Follow him on Instagram, by the way. We got the mulberry in here. We got the coreopsis. We have the Mexican sunflower. We have the napier. We have passion fruits going, canna lilies, and lemongrasses, papayas, sweet almonds, one of my favorite pollinators, native firebush, perennial peanut ground cover. We have rosemary, more papaya, a bacon avocado. Have you ever had the bacon? Let me know. More coreopsis, the state flower. Look at this big boy. You know what that is? Starfruit. We pruned back some of these, and look at this. Look at this guy's already fruiting. Look how beautiful this is. We got some ground covers and some stuff in here. I'm sorry, you can shoot now. I apologize.
I'm loving it.
But this is their fruit forest area. It's filling out. Come back and do a phase 2 and probably film more of this one. Yeah, we're good. Thank you. All right, so Ryan here's putting mulch around these palms here. Get some extra mulch, so we're gonna do that. And the key is to keep it away from the base of the tree. You can mulch up all around it, but leave room. because if it's up against it, a couple things happen. One, termite, just bugs and all that kind of stuff can get up against this and they start eating it. Two, it gets water, because this holds water. Water, it starts to get soggy, it starts to rot. So we do this with fruit tree, any trees. Keep this around. I like to keep like 2 inches around, minimum. Getting a little ridiculous. Raining again. We lost Ryan. Mid-dump. Mid-dump. We lost him. So I'm under this amazing papaya, hiding from the rain. Didn't work. Mulching this. Mulch the fig. Mulching all of these palms because my boy hooked me up with an extra 2 to 3 yards, and we only needed max.
Another one right here?
Yeah, 4.5, 5, and we got like 8 plus. It's now we have 3 cubic yards. So we gotta move throughout this property. So yeah, so it's almost 6, so we're still here. I wanted to get back. Left at 3 a.m. Got in from the plant run last night at 11 a.m. Left at 3 a.m. this morning. Probably won't get back till like 10 something. And we're filthy animals. But I was gonna do bags. I could have returned bags, got some money back on that. But you know, it is what it is. Here you go. It is what it is. The homeowner. For this one, I'm like, hey, just leave a tip that you think is worth it for my guys for the extra time. But that's not obviously mulched yet. We're gonna mulch all around, but we're getting all through here. This, man, you can just hear the birds just ripping back here. This fig, we pruned that up. Remember that thing was all big and bushy and out of control. We pruned this baby up, put a nice ring of mulch around it. Look at Ryan nimble. Look at him get under here. Look like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 8.
You told me the thing about the mulch around the base of the tree. I kind of had just thrown it on here before, so I'm just pulling it back.
Oh, look at it, look at
So
it.
it don't rot.
Ryan's learning.
You don't want it to rot.
We don't want the base of the tree to rot, so we don't put the mulch up against it like most landscapers. So we got to pull that mulch away and make sure it's not up against the base of the tree. The crazy thing is, honestly though, with this fig, if you cover up the runners of the fig, they'll start growing. Like they'll start rooting down. You can just cut it, pull that out, and you got a new tree. But we're trying to prune this thing. We don't want this thing to go out of control. But this fig's awesome. It's just got so much here. Normally I wouldn't prune when it's still fruiting, but I find figs are just resilient and it doesn't matter. It's got a cocoa plum next to it. You ever eat the cocoa plum fruit?
I love it.
So underrated.
No, it tastes like honey.
So underrated.
I don't know if I've had that.
Everybody uses them as like a hedge and as like a, like as a hedge or ornamental, but they're fantastic. But yeah, we're doing it. But here's the thing, like I had it planned out. I went a little bit extra just because I knew we were gonna mulch a little bit and we were gonna mulch over by the banana pit, but now I'm going way over the scope of work. You live and you learn sometimes. But you know what? Stop raining. It's beautiful out. Here with a couple buddies. So God's good. Look at this breeze. Oh, like if you can't tell, look, it's moving. I swear it was moving. Anyway, we're almost done. We'll do a walk in a minute. What we say? What I say earlier? Give us that rainbow, God. What we get? We got a big lightning blast. But look how beautiful this is. Paradise. This is like we're bringing back Eden. Literally, as we finish pruning this, can't even talk right now. This fig getting smoked by rainstorms. One, it cooled us off. It's awesome. We got a little breeze. Look how beautiful this is. We could do God's work, and look at that. But this used to be lawn. Still looks like lawn, but as you see, you got banana pit in the back now. Mangoes over here. We put a mini fruit forest on the other side. You can't even see it. Avocado's going. Oh, moringas. Chaya over there. It's popping. But this. Jeez, still got like a cubic yard left. Guys, I love you, but I did not need this much mulch. All right, so we're cleaning up. That way we're ready in case it rains again. Anybody wants some chaya? We have a bunch of cuttings that are here. The guys already took a bunch of cuttings. We took some fig. We're gonna go home and propagate. It's that time of day. Barefoot bandits are out. We're gonna hit around the mangoes and probably around a couple of these coconuts. Literally, this is 2 days. This is a scope of 2 days in one. Plan appropriately. It's okay though, it's okay. There's actually, this couple's really, really great. So feel good about this. And they wanna grow food, so you know what? You know, here, all it takes is a neighbor to come through and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like these people over here, they don't have their cars. They got the cars and then they have this big green yard doing nothing. Maybe if they see this, they'll be inspired. Nobody else talks about this in food forestry, but look at these. These calves, look at these glutes. Do you need a gym membership?
Nope, this is it right here.
Oh no.
Sign up for free.
Yes. Anybody want to come to work? You want to do food forestry with us throughout Florida? Comment below, let us know. Who wants to get involved? But seriously though, if you feel like God's calling you for a better purpose, do you think you want to grow food? You want a back like that? Look at this bulge, that shirt's about ready to rip. Yeah, tan. It's a little weird. But seriously, we would love to have you. We're expanding our mission. We are going. We're already throughout the state, but we have guys all over. So the question is that we have all these coconuts down here in these trees, and the landscape guys are gonna come and cut them and take them away. Now, would you let the landscape guys take them, or would you keep them? Are they ripe, or what would you do? Will's a native around here. What would you do?
Drink them and get all the nice electrolytes out of them. This is nature's free water right here.
So what's your opinion on how these are?
So they're different kinds,
Yeah,
or they're just different maturity?
Yeah, 2 different varieties of coconuts. Yeah.
I can actually climb up there before we leave and chop a couple down.
So you cut it as you eat it, or you cut them and let them sit as you eat them?
Once you cut them, it looks like you have some that are pretty much, most of them are good for the water, but the bigger ones are more for the meat. So you can just cut it open and they're ready to go. And they'll last about 2 to 3 days once you cut them.
Okay.
Yeah, then they start to go bad.
We'll cut them. I'll cut one before we leave, and I'll show you how to do it.
Cool.
I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
As long as you don't mind if we drink some,
Not at all.
because they're fantastic.
No, plenty for taking.
But look how many she has. These are pretty awesome. If you want, for hurricane season, because the concern is the hurricane season coming, if you want to take off these cannonballs, which could potentially be projectiles, leave those little ones up there. See how the little ones are growing? Because then they'll come in a couple months. So that way you don't lose your whole harvest.
Okay, so
Yep. So you can take out those bigger ones now. But yeah, so guys, if you have landscapers and they try to take your coconuts, no, keep them. They know what they're doing. They're double dipping. So these coconuts, they look like the Malayan. We were saying they're the most common coconut in Florida. I don't know about this country in general, but these are the most common. Super productive. They stay relatively low, but they're great. See that rainbow's still here. All right, so we're gonna focus on these guys. They're yellow, so they're ready. They're primed to go. I would normally use a machete, but it's kind of close. So. Hear that water? Wow. Whoa, these are prime. Listen, they're loaded. I was way heavier than I thought. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Very juicy.
Rain and coconuts.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, you're gonna be the coconut king and queen of
yeah, that's on both
Palm
sides of the
Beach.
property.
these.
She lined the whole.
That's awesome. Alright, let's see if I can try to reach and grab these guys here. All the coconut water that anybody drinks, it's all from the Philippines or Thailand. Look what we can grow here, and people don't do it. And everybody wants to talk about like carbon footprint and all this stuff. Like look at the shipping.
Yeah.
And then people lose their mind over supply chain. I mean, we are the supply
footprints,
chain
yeah.
right here. They're growing this right in their yard. Do you know how old these are when they planted these?
We've been
No
here
longer
since
than 9.
2020.
Yeah.
No longer than 9 years. And look at the production they're getting on here. I mean, we put in coconuts in Miami, and they were producing already, and they had this much bark on them. So this is why we say grow food. This could be anybody's backyard. You don't need a Gatorade. You can, like, we got sugar cane, ferment the sugar over there. You got some rum, little coconut it. Game over. This is why people move to Florida. Look at this. Just stacking away here. Look at all these coconuts. Now, if you're a homeowner, you might not want to sell these, but what a great first business for your kids. You have these coconuts, you have your kid prune them, you save money on maintenance on that. Then you teach your kid how to set up a stand, how to sell it. You teach them business, you teach them business ethics, you teach them marketing, you teach them those skills. Then they make some money. Then you do 100% for you, 0 from them, but they're living here for free, so it all works. That's how it works. But in the meantime, you put a little money away for it. So we used the drill. Just go right through. We also have the machete, but we're doing it. This is the Florida way. All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
Nice and warm.
Is it?
Yes.
There you go.
Tastes good.
Good.
Yes.
Awesome. But think about it. This is like $4 each for just the little things at the store. Imagine you get it out of this. Dude, it's insane. Well, just for a little, like the little box
They
thing.
do this at Peanut Island. They take a little boat and they fill it
Yeah,
with coconuts and they sell them to all the boaters.
this is
Coconut.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love it.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we
You
go.
want this one? No.
Yours.
There it
Popped
is.
right out.
There.
You know, nature's candy. Thank you, Cindy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
There we go. Awesome.
Where's Ryan?
Thank you. Stick it in like that.
No, the other way.
Other way.
This way.
Look at his hands.
Ooh, look at that.
Yours icy cold?
Warm sun.
That's actually, this is awesome.
Yeah,
These
this
straws
is
are
great.
sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nature's candy right
Yeah.
there. Nature's
All right, we gotta find Ryan. He's probably like, you bastards, I'm doing this mulch. All right, so we're doing the final walkthrough here. This system is awesome. And we got so much rain. We already went through everything, but you're gonna see this is what the final looks like. We got so much mulch in here. We got about 4.5 inches. That Brogdon's just looking beautiful. It is sunset here. So a lot of people ask, what do we do the first couple of weeks? To tell them, a minute, sit for a minute, water your bigger fruit trees, your mulberry, your avocado, your starfruit, your pomegranate. Water them for like a minute in the morning, minute at night. The rest of the stuff I do like 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Do that for the first couple weeks. We're in the rainy season, so play it by ear as far as big storms. Like I said, we had all this extra mulch. So here we did some rings around here. We filled out this banana pit. It's awesome. They got their compost pit here. We took out coconuts for them. Like I said, it was on me. When I saw this extra mulch coming in, I should have said no, it's all right. This family's awesome. You know, it's the start of a great relationship. Just here a little bit longer than I wanted. I want to get home and see my family. This fig looks awesome. Let me prune that baby up. We added some mulch around that apple pie. I still can't get over that 3-tiered thing. What is this hybrid? And then got around these rings here. You know what? Just pull back. We normally don't do these palms, but we had extra. And I'd rather that than see them put stone there. Look how beautiful this property is, by the way. This is Eden. Now imagine how much more we can do here. They got the moringas popping with the electric culture, by the way. Love that. The moringa's going, this is so healing. This is so healing. And it's got this peppery taste. Like, my wife puts it in a soup called chicken tinola. It's so fantastic. Let the chicken bones go in there and you have bone broth. Look how beautiful this is. This is gonna be nice and flowy. And I've been using whimsical a lot. It's gonna be whimsically with, you get these big, beautiful lemongrasses. You got the pomegranate, you got the blue days. What a great way to come into this food forest area here. And then finally, prune this guy up. Let me cut back on the chaya. I always want to prune right at the end. Prune on the end. And with the chaya, like we were saying, we could propagate. You cut literally right there. That's a node. Stick this part in the ground. If you do like this, stick like this much in the ground, you're gonna grow. These are nodes. That's a new tree. They wanna go. That's a wrap from Palm Beach. That was a heck of a day. What a day. Now I'm locked out. How do I get out of this game? Long day, longer than expected, but great weather. Got some good rains, all dried up. Crew was great today. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, William. Great family here. We're just so blessed that we do. Look at these coconuts. It's just, oh, and we got all those coconuts to go. Oh my wife is gonna lose her mind. But anyway, if you want something like this in your property, let us know below. Follow us. Look, we're doing this all over Florida. We also have inquiries in Jersey. We have inquiries in Texas, in Georgia. I'm going up next week to take a look in Georgia. California, people are back. No more mulch. I've never been so happy not to see mulch. But yeah, give us a follow. Share this with someone who needs to see this. Yeah, these are beautiful homes. People pay like multi-millions, but for what? What is it producing? Look at all the abundance that they have in their yard. You'd have no idea. It just looks like any other thing. People go with a home, like an HOA. Like, what do I do? Man, I got so much dirt on me. What do I do in HOA? Look what they got popping in that backyard. Beautiful. We got palms anyway. You already got them. So why not have this too? Why not have this? All right, grow food, bring back heating. Give us a follow. And watch this video right here. I love this one.